right, good morning. Let's come to order and go on the record, please. Compliance with State Government Ethics Act, I remind members of the commission of their duty to avoid conflicts of interest and inquire at this time as to whether any member of the commission has a known conflict of interest with respect to matters coming before us. The record will reflect no conflicts have been identified, so we'll proceed. Public Staff Communications, item P1.
Good morning. My name is Karen Prophet of the Public Staff Water, Sewer, and Telephone Division. Item P1 presents a filing of an interconnection agreement by Windstream on October 1st and an amendment filed by AT&T North Carolina on October the 12th. Public Staff has reviewed the filings and recommends that orders be issued approving the agreement and amendment effective on the day they were filed. Public Staff has provided copies of the proposed orders to the Commission's legal staff.
Approval of the recommendation.
It's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Hearing none, I'll call the, all in favor of the motion indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Prophet. All right, next up, we have Public Staff Electric, item P1.
Seeing you face to face in about 2 years. I don't know about that. My name's Jack Floyd with the Energy Division. Item P1 is a request by Dominion Energy North Carolina seeking approval of their residential income and age qualifying program as a new energy efficiency program. This program is intended to replace the former residential income and age qualifying program, which was allowed to close back in June 30th of this year pursuant to your order in E22 sub 523. This new program is designed to provide energy efficiency measures to residential customers who meet certain income and age qualifications. While most of the measures are similar to the previous program, this new program will also include new measures like heat pump and air conditioning tune-ups, duct sealing, water heating, wraps, refrigerator replacement, and floor insulation. For some dwellings, the new program will fund a more comprehensive energy assessment that may include a blower door test as well as certain health and safety measures that are related to the structure. Those health and safety measures are intended to repair things in the home that would allow the installation of the larger, more costly EE measures. A couple of things that I want to note for you in this filing is that more than 60% of the savings in this program are coming from non-lighting and non-water related measures. Second is the opportunity to address the structural deficiencies of dwellings that would prevent the installations of things like heat pumps and insulation. The public staff acknowledges that the new program is not cost effective. However, like other efficiency programs targeted toward low-income customers, the new residential income and age qualifying program is intended to provide EE measures to a group of customers that might not otherwise participate in an EE program, particularly one where the more costly measures provide much greater potential for energy savings. Based upon our review, the public staff recommends that you issue our proposed order approving Dominion's proposed residential and income and age qualifying program as filed.
Move approval of the recommendation.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Any questions or discussion on the motion? All right, all in favor indicate with an eye. Anyone opposed?
Thank you.
All right, motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Floyd. All right, next up, we've got Public Staff Water. Item P1.
Morning.
Lindsay Darden, Engineer in the Public Staff, Water, Sewer, and Telephone Division. I'll be presenting water items P1, P2, and P3 together today. Water items P1 through P3 filed by Old North State Water Company and docket number W-1300 subs 67, 73, and 75 are notifications of intention to begin water utility service in areas contiguous to present service areas and for approval of rates. The public staff recommends that the commission issue the proposed orders recognizing the contiguous extensions.
Move approval of the recommendation.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the items be approved as recommended by the public staff. Questions or discussion? Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Commissioner Brown Bland.
At times, we just ask this just to be sure it's happening, but we have investigated and we do know these areas are actually contiguous.
Yes.
Is that correct?
All right, any additional questions? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Darden. All right, we will move on to public staff, water item P4.
That's me too. Water item P4, docket number W-1338, Sub-Zero. SIG Marshville LLC filed a petition to issue a ruling that by providing bulk wastewater treatment services to the town of Marshville, SIG will not be operating a public sewerage system for compensation and should not be deemed a utility as defined in the general statute and commission rule. It's recommended that the commission issue the proposed order finding that SIG should not be considered a public utility.
Move approval of the recommendation.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Questions, discussion? All right, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Darden. All right, next up, public staff, water item P5.
I just want to take a minute real quick to say that Gina Castleberry will be presenting this, and this is her last time presenting in front of the commission. And on behalf of the public staff, just wanted to congratulate her 29 years of service.
Well, thank you, Ms. Darden, for letting us know. And welcome to the chair one last time, Ms. Castleberry.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with the commission and all of the public staff.
Well, we certainly have appreciated all of your service to the state of North Carolina, so thank you.
Thank you. Item P5 is docket number W-1207, sub 2. On October 27, 2021, Pfeiffer University and North Carolina Nonprofit Corporation filed an application with the commission seeking authority to transfer its wastewater utility system to Stanly County, which is exempt from commission regulation. Pfeiffer provides wastewater utility service to 27 residential customers. The public staff has reviewed the application and is of the opinion that the transfer is in the best interest of the 27 residential customers and recommends that the commission approve the transfer without public hearing. The public staff recommends that the commission issue the proposed order approving the transfer.
Move approval of the recommendation.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Are there any questions, discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, Ms. Castleberry. All right, public staff, water item P6.
Morning, Commissioners. Mike Franklin, Engineer, Public Staff, Water, Sewer, and Telephone Division. This morning, I have water item P6. Redbird Utility Operating Company, LLC, and Bear Den Acres Development Incorporated have filed an application for transfer of public utility franchise and for approval of rates, seeking authority to transfer the water utility system and public utility franchise serving Bear Den Acres Development in McDowell County, North Carolina, from Bear Den to Redbird and approval of rates. Bear Den currently serves 50 residential customers in Bear Den Acres Development. Upon acquisition of the system, Redbird proposes to charge the current commission-approved rates for Bear Den. The applicant's recommended rates and proposed future rates are as shown in the agenda item. A proposed order has been provided and it is recommended that the commission issue the proposed order scheduling an expert witness hearing, establishing discovery guidelines, and requiring customer notice, specifying that if no significant protests are received subsequent to customer notice, the matter may be decided without a public hearing. That concludes my summary.
Move approval of the recommendation.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Any questions or discussion? Commissioner Hughes.
I was just curious, the average water consumption was so low, just with 1,500 gallons per month. Do you know, is it a resort community where?
It's
people are-
seasonal. Yes, it's in the mountains and it's seasonal. So some people are there full-time, some are part-time.
Okay, so it's not, when people are there, they probably use a lot more than 1,500.
Yes, yes.
Thanks.
All right, any additional questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor of the motion indicate with an eye. Anyone opposed? All right, and the motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. All right, Commission has before us our minutes of the November 29th, 2021 staff conference for approval. I'll take a motion. All right, any questions or discussion? All in favor of approving the minutes indicate with an eye. Anyone opposed? All right, minutes from November 29th are approved. And any updates for the commission?
Good morning, Chair Mitchell and members of the commission. I'm James McLawhorn, Director of the Public Staff's Energy Division. Like Mr. Floyd, I believe this is the first time I've seen you face to face in the hearing room in almost 2 years, and it's nice to see you again. Just to update the commission on some of the changes that have occurred. The last time I appeared before you in person, I was the director of the Public Staff's Electric Division. About a year and a half ago, Executive Director Ayers decided to merge the natural gas and electric divisions into the Energy Division. So, they always say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I'm trying desperately to learn the gas world. We have had a lot of changes in the gas area. I think you all are very familiar with Ms. Neha Patel. She's been there for a while, and she is the manager of the natural gas section. Now, we also have 2 managers in the electric section of the Energy Division. But today I wanted to introduce to you 2 new members of the natural gas section. On my right is Mr. Jordan Nader, N-A-D-E-R. Mr. Nader has an MS in mechanical engineering from the University of Dayton and a BS in mechanical engineering from the Ohio State University. I think we're all familiar with that, but he's worked as an energy engineer for Go Sustainable Energy and Runner Stone in Ohio, and has provided technical expertise to a number of interveners appearing before the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. And he has significant experience in energy efficiency and commercial and construction commissioning, and much to my pleasure, has significant familiarity with PJM. So we can let him follow that, or help us follow the goings on at PJM. So I hope that everyone will welcome Mr. Nader. And then to my left is another Jordan Pappas, P-A-P-P-A-S. And Jordan is also joining the natural gas section. He has a Bachelor of Science degree in engineering from James Madison University, and he's coming to us from DEQ. He's been there since 2017, and he has significant experience working with the regulation of our favorite topic, coal combustion residual impoundments. He also has worked on emergency response during major storm events, and he has worked to initiate the onshore wind energy program permitting process that is now at the responsibility of DEQ. So I hope everyone will take the opportunity to welcome Mr. Nader and Mr. Pappas to the public staff.
Well, thank you, Mr. McLaughlin, for catching us up to speed on goings on at the public staff and for introducing these two new additions to us. Gentlemen, we appreciate your being here and look forward to working with you, and go ahead and get comfortable in those seats. You're going to be there. But welcome. We're glad you're here. All right. Anything else for the commission this morning before we adjourn? All right. If there's nothing else, we'll be adjourned. Let's go off the record, please. Thank you very much.